To hand the microphone over to you, and you can offer us some welcoming remarks and start the day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Master of Ceremony, the program organizers from Bakashana, our assembly, indeed the board members present, District Resource Center coordinator from education, our staff from the schools that have brought the learners, invited guests, boys and girls. Good morning.
Good morning.
Indeed, I'm highly honored that I've been invited to come and grace this occasion. I don't want to take it for granted. I'm grateful and thank you for the honor. Indeed, this activity which we are gathering here for, it's one of the so many activities that complement to the education, to sharing of knowledge to our learners. How I wish you had a bigger audience so that we hear the debates around gender equality. We are encouraging such partnership and indeed the engagements. It's been believed that when the learners, the peer-to-peer debate, I think it brings out a lot of things that I think stick so much into our learners. Maybe me at my age, I'm talking to them over certain things, they'll say, oh, this is old for sure. Our generation is different, but among themselves, I think it helps. Thank you so much to the teachers for the guidance that you've given to our learners. Indeed, education, our vision, and our motto is the same, to educate our future. And the future of this nation depends on this. Thank you, Bakashana, I think, for the combination. When I've been reading about this, Bakashana, I was thinking we're also just focusing on the girls. But I think what I've seen is both boys and girls. And indeed, we're trying also to address a concern that is slowly rising up in our communities, that the boy child is being pushed aside and remaining to be, maybe these are the junkies we are seeing in our communities. But with what we are doing, we can see that we are also trying to embrace the boy child to come through. We'll be very much interested to especially identify those schools where these activities are taking place through, especially the resource center coordinator. We can also be monitoring the programs and the progress in those institutions so that together we complement the good efforts that you are doing. Just maybe 2-3 weeks ago, another group came in. We are debating tourism, and we could see the information that our children are coming up with. Here I'm excited. I want to hear from themselves, the children that are here from, and I'd like the region where they are coming. They are not coming from one area. I'm seeing there's around the Baker Road, the other side, and so on, the Chiba around this side. As to the participants that are here, I want to urge you to be very free and bring out your ideas that you have been discussing, you are prepared to discuss. I'm sure we have the judges that are going to do their due diligence, and wish you all the best. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best, that even as we go through this, may the best team win. Thank you, and God bless us all. Oh, yes, I'm the deputy. My name is Chibuye James. Thank you so much. Mr. Tembo. Mr. Tembo is a district resource center coordinator. Ideally, his office is strategy, teacher education, supporting teacher capacity Thank you so much.
You have to clap, man. Once again, let's do that. Okay, my DJ, I've just been reminded once again, sir. All protocols are highly observed. Madam Director, forgive me. Yeah, I'll call upon the tapes to come in front so that we can just show a tone of conversation. Nobody can live. I'm on the job.
We're so grateful that you took your time to come and join us today over the weekend. We don't take this lightly. Like you had mentioned in your speech that you don't take this opportunity lightly that you came. Even as we don't take this lightly, it's not easy to invite an elder over the weekend. We know that you are a busy man, but you still offered your time to come and spend time with us. So we're really grateful that you chose to come and spend time with us, and also just to get to witness the great work that Bakashana is doing in the various schools that you are managing. So thank you so much to you and to Mr. Tembota. We're so grateful that you had to come and spend time with us. Thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. For Dr. Amkwai.
As the tapes sit down, we can also follow through. We can sit after I sit down so that we can now have entertainment. Thank you very much. We can now sit. Entertainment. So yenda so ngachawa mamu atota.
The first king on the beat.
Ao pamopena ni jealous. Minwe. Tiyewe. Ambasha ya mukulu. Tiye. Na fowene tu atotela.
The first king on the beat. Mona iwe. Tiye. Vakuleka fya abana ba. Vakuleka fya. Chamule tota mabaruni ambo kutota. Nomba sisi wepalianga na yateka nga chirishane. Ndemo na fea lefuma. Tie. Uko. The first king.
Abana baba kuleka fye. Efintu fimo. Filo mbela fyo busuma. Fila batilo mnani usuma oilo mbela omucheli aini. Mlefu anaambia masha. Na fifula. Na wafyenga Yesu aini. Bashana bangu na wila netebo. Right about now, let me just allow the judges to introduce themselves, and I'll call upon the head judge or the main judge to give out the instructions and the rules that you should follow in this house of debate. Judges.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Anamwawa Sarah. I'm coming from Kasama Arts.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Brandon Kauma, and I'll be with you as one of the judges. Thank you.
Good morning once more. My name is Chimba Mishek, coming from Kasama Radio, one of the judges.
Good morning once more. My name is Peter Mwansa, coming from Kasama College of Nursing as one of the judges.
It would be surprising if I tell you that one of the judges used to be a club member. He served as the president of the resource center, and we are proud to have him as one of our judges. Peter, stand up just so that they can admire you. And right now he's doing nursing at Kasama Nursing School. Thank you very much for being in our presence. Okay, so as we move forward, let's just talk about the do's and don'ts from the chief judge. Chief Judge, I call you to the podium so that you just give us the rules, the do's and don'ts, and how many minutes one presenter should have, one debater should use.
Good morning once again. Please be attentive. We don't want problems by the end of the day. Wait, I'm watching under. So take note. We're going to start with the do's. You have to be clear. You have to debate through the chair. And then 4 minutes is given to the first, second, and third speaker, and 5 minutes to the summarizer. 2 injections per speaker, that is the second and third. And then you also have to provide evidence. Then don't use vulgar language. Don't finger point. You don't have to start. Oh, you stop talking immediately. Your time is finished. And don't take this too personal. More or less like you now start quarreling. We're not here to quarrel. We're here to debate. So have a good day.
Wow. I remember those days when I was a debater. Mwalimu Fapwati ubudi wakaleta utararika mwana. Nombo wena waratararika panene tsungu ndaranda. So I need to have a timekeeper who's going to be kind enough to keep the time. Banda, Mr. Langa, I call you to the podium to sit near me so that I'll be able to get you. So all of us, we've heard the rules of the debate, right? Participants, are we together? Thank you very much. Mr. Langa, we are waiting for you.
Come on, baby, dance for me. Dance for me, dance for me. Sing for me. Sing for me. Oh yeah, baby, dance for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Listen.
I remember we used to have issues to do with personal things being involved in our debates. By then, I remember we used to use a little bit of vulgar. It's good that they've stopped it because sit down, Madam Chair. You don't know what you're talking about. Hey, are we fighting? So at least I like the rules of nowadays because we are able to debate with clarity, we are able to debate with respect, and we keep our integrity and pride as we debate. Are we having the timekeeper? Alfred is the DJ. So 4 minutes is given to each speaker. The second and third speaker, the ones that you are supposed to interject, which means the first speaker is not supposed to be interjected, right? I just want to walk through because in most cases we make mistakes. From there, the summarizer is not supposed to be interjected. 2 interjections are allowed, and don't go beyond your time. Those, I think, they're the ones that I can stick around with. So right about now, let me call upon Nkole Mfumu, because they'll be the first one to start the debate, and then they'll go against Chafwa. Chafwa and Nkole Mfumu, come to the podium. you very much. Thank you, Mr. DJ. So I'll just have one instruction. This is not a rule, it's just an instruction. Ngafiawama, fidatumfwa tichawama, mwatinokti DJ, chinyokezepo. Kuchitafia fyain. Chinyokezepo, china mwanga, tensede. Kuchitafia fyain. That's the way you clap in. We are good? Thank you very much. So to call upon the first speaker so that we can start the debate, let me call upon a speaker with the motion, men are better at decision making than women. The first speaker is none other than Mapalo Luendo.
Good morning once again. Shaka came as a warrior, but I come as a debater. Not just a debater, but a debater with knowledge. Before I go any further, allow me to give respect to the following people. To the guest of honor, sir, I salute. To the judges, I salute. To the timekeeper, I salute. To the audience, I bow. I am Apalo Luando, strongly proposing to the motion which states as men are better at decision making than women. Before I go into details, allow me to first define the key words in the motion, which is decision making. According to you.com, decision making is the process of making choices by gathering information and assessing alternative resolutions. It is this to this purpose, this motion here are the points. A man generally sees what is physical, where a woman sees generally what is non-physical. Men tend to have non-outward view of the world, where women tend to have non-inward view. Therefore, when it comes to decision making, it's no surprise that men and women have different opinions. Point 2. In societies around the world, men typically hold most position, power, and decision making. Sometimes, even when you find women in position of leadership, men are still pulling strings behind closed doors. With those few points, I rest my case. May the good Samaritan pass this to the judges.
Thank you very much. That's the first speaker from the proposing side. You know, what I've come to understand about debate is you're just there to present what you have and to convince the judges and the audience. I think those are the things that I like about it. Let me call upon the first speaker from the opposing side, who's none other than Mulenga Memory.
Morning. My name is Memo Minga. I stand in front of you in order to oppose to the motion which states as I quote, men are better at decision making than women. Before I go any further, allow me to recognize the foreign protocols. To the chairperson, I say leadership comes from God. To the judges, I say judgment belongs to God. To the timekeeper, I say understand the time and know what to do. To my fellow participants, I say do not be afraid, for he has given us the Holy Spirit, and not for fear but power of love and self-control. To the smiling audience, I say, sit down, relax, have fun, and enjoy yourselves. I strongly say no due to the following reasons. In the National Assembly, you find that there are female speakers because they know that women are better at decision making. If a woman was not better at decision making, they wouldn't have chosen a woman to be the National Assembly speaker. In houses, you find that women make budgets. Women make budgets because a woman is a good decision maker. If a man knows that a man is good at decision making,
he would have been making budgets in homes, because now they know that women are better at decision making, so they decide that women can make budgets. In relationship, you find that when a woman fall in pregnancy and tell the man, but a man neglect the pregnancy, and even threaten the woman that if you don't abort this pregnancy, I'm going to kill you. But a woman decides, whether you like it or not, I'm not going to abort this pregnancy I'm carrying. The woman kept the pregnancy because she knows that the baby she's carrying will be the future leader of this world. When you go to some clubs like GLOWBFC, you find that a female is leading that club because they know that women are better at decision making. If a woman was not good at decision making, she wouldn't have been the leader of the GLOWBFC. Most of the studies and research carried out indicate that women make better decisions than men, according to research by Lodge of 2014. He mentioned that women are likely to consider the rights and take of cooperative approaches translated into better performance for their company. When we go into Esther 4 verse 1 to 19, we find that Mordecai failed to make a better decision, but asked for Esther's help. He called for Esther's help because he knew that Esther was good at decision making. If man was good at decision making, why didn't Mordecai fail to make a better decision? Because women are better at decision making, so he called for the help of Esther. May the Good Samaritan pass this to the judges.
That's the first speaker from the opposing side, and they've shot at us. If indeed we are good decision makers, why?
Music on trendybeats.com.
Thank you very much. As we keep on moving, I'll call upon the second speaker from the proposing side, who's none other than Mubanga Anthony.
Morning once again. Greetings to the August house. My name's Anthony Mubanga. And before I can go any further, I want to recognize the presence of the following dignitaries. To the guests of honor, sir, I salute. To the judges, I salute. And also to the timekeeper, I salute. To you all, may I simply say all protocols observed. Members of the House, I grace you with my presence proposing the motion which states that men are better at decision making than women. Yes, it's true. And here are the evidence or reasons why I'm supporting the motions. Indeed, bullet 1, gender power dynamics. Indeed, members of the House, gender power dynamics within households influence decision authorities, because where a man sees Indeed, members of the House, gender power dynamics within household can influence decision-making authority. This is no surprise, because where a man sees geography, a woman sees aesthetics. Many are satisfied with the use of particular things rather than how it looks. Research also suggests that men have often had more decision-making power over a range of innovation output, like agriculture, which drive many development countries forward. This is the reason why even Bemba say umutwe anganda. Yes, Mr. Speaker.
So you have friends that say a man is the head of the house. So what about in the process whereby a man is not working, then a woman is the one who is making, then a woman is the one who is providing food at the house. So what can you say about that? Is it a man the head of the house or what?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Man is the only head of the house according to our culture as Zambians. Another bullet, political participation. Evidence is right here in Zambia. Throughout history, there have been only made president even through there has been female competitor in the political arena. For example, starting from the first Republican president of Zambia, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, he was a man. Followed by second president Frederick Chiluba, he was a man. And followed by the third president Mwanawasa, he was a man. And followed by Rupia Banda, he was a man. And followed by Sata, he was a man. And also followed by the sixth president, which is Edgar Chagwa Lungu, he was a man. The seventh president of Zambia, Hakainde Hichilema, who is still there now, is also a man. People are already aware that men are better suited to command good judgment, because this was not the case. They would have already elected a female president.
So you mentioned that say men are big at decision making. Even the president that we have is a male. Why did they choose a female to be a vice president? Because they knew to say even women are big at decision making. They have chosen a woman to be a vice president in order to give the president advice of what to do.
Thank you.
Point of support. Allowed? Mr. Speaker. Members of the House, allow me to quote in the book of 1 Kings chapter 3. 1 Kings chapter 3, 27. We all know the story of these two women. We all know the story of these two women who went to a king, and this king is King Solomon, the son of David. Allow me to read. The women whose son was alive was filled with compassion for her son, and said to the king, "Please, my lord, give her the living baby. Don't kill him." But the other said, "Neither I nor you shall have him. Cut him into pieces." Members of the House, a good woman cannot come up with a certain decision. And if we go down here, the reason why I'm supporting men are good at decision making, because if we look King Solomon, what he said, when Israel, then the king gave his ruling, give the living baby to the first woman, do not kill him, she is his mother. I rest my case.
Overruled. Overruled.
To top of this of members of the House, there has been only about 9 women leading the nations in the history of 195 countries around the world. This shows that men are better at decision making than women, and I rest my case.
Thank you very much. That was the second speaker from the proposing side, and we had some good points. Okay, so once again, I'm sure we will walk through the rules. When the point is overruled, it's not allowed. The judges, I'm sure we are observant of that. Okay. To go upon the second speaker from the opposing side, the third speaker, sorry, from the opposing side was none other than Gift, Tembo Gift.
Morning once again, guys. My name is Gift Tembo. I stand in front of you in order to oppose to the motion which state as I quote, men are better at decision making than women. Before I go any further, allow me to pass my humble greetings to the following people. To the chairperson, to the judges, to the timekeeper, to my fellow participant, and to the smiling audience. I strongly say no to the motion due to the following reasons. In the presidential, you have a female vice president, which means that they have chosen her because she's better at decision making. If she was not, they haven't chosen her because she's not good at decision making. But they know that a woman is the one good at decision making. They have chosen her to advise the president. Point number 2. In schools, we find that there are female aid teachers. When you pass around Kasama district schools, you find female aid teachers. They rule the school with respect because they are better at decision making. Point number 3. In marriages, you find a poor family. A man tends to say that we need to have more children. And the woman tends to say, no, we are not going to have more children because we are poor. We can't manage to support our children with food and clothes. We can't manage to take them to school because we don't have enough money to support them. At this point, convinced, I rest my case.
It's scary, you know. When this one comes, gives you points, you feel like you are convinced as the chair. And the other one comes and tells you what you know is a lie. This is the right thing. It's so scary. I'll call upon the third speaker, who's none other than Mtale Susan, to come to the podium.
Morning once again. Where two elephants are fighting, the grass are fighting. Before I go any further, allow me to dish out respect to the following dignitaries. To the guest of honor, sir, I salute you. To the chairperson, I salute you. To the judges, I salute you. To the timekeeper, I salute you. To the audience, I bow. Or may I simply say all protocols observed. I am Tere Susan, gratefully proposing to the motion which states that men are better at decision making than women. And here are some of the reasons to why I'm supporting this motion. Point number 1. Men's reasoning is based on logic, while women are emotionally based. This means, members of the House, may I use a scenario right here in Zambia, where a woman would want to have more children just because the children are good looking, while a man would be more concerned on how to take care of those children, providing them with the basic needs and education. You would even find sisters, aunties, and grandmothers to the woman, encouraging her by saying, "Ubikire po embuto na shimbi." Point number 2. In addition to the points, elaborate area women are said to be outnumbered by men in the highest ranking positions. In the civil service, this implies that these are not equally represented among government. That is, better decision makers are than men, and not the women. With these few points, I rest my case.
Wikire pona bambi. Twaisa mukusanda nawe. Mbuto shawa msheshte tishuwa meshapura punchline. It's funny. I call upon the third speaker from the opposing side, who's none other than Sirwimba Daliso.
Good morning. My name is Daddy Sosirimba. I stand in front of you in order to oppose to the motion which state men are better at decision making than women. Before I go in further, allow me to recognize the following protocols. To the chairperson, I salute. To the judges, I salute. To the timekeeper, I salute. To my fellow participant, I salute. And the smiling audience, I say sit down and relax and have fun and enjoy yourself. I want to say no to the motion due to the following reason. Not men who are better at decision making. Even women are better at decision making. Point number one. Women is the one who make budgets in our homes. Men cannot make budgets in our home because the men, they don't know how to come up with a better decision. Point number two. Nowadays, as I'm standing here, some men are decided to drink beer, but whether women are drinking beer, they not forgot about the children who are raised in their homes.
Allowed. Please, Mr. Speaker, allow me to pose you this question. Are all men drunkards?
Yes, are all men drunkards. Reason why I'm saying that.
Allowed.
I will answer you in the straight way. Men end up making negative decisions while women end up of making good decisions. The reason why I said to say all men are drunkards is that when you're going to find when you ask a man who is drunkard to say, what is the reason for you to be drinking? You say that it is reducing my what? My shock. My shock. While women will end up coming with a good decision to help others, even his family. Going to find that a man, when he has the money, he won't take anywhere. He will just use it to alcohol, taking drugs. 3/4 in the country are going to find that men are the one who is reading in the what? Alcohol and taking drugs. Are you ever find a woman who is selling beer? No, the answer is no. You're going to find that even the industry, the one who is reading the industry of alcohol is men.
Allowed. Last.
You have said that men are poor in decision making than women's. If you find a man drank the beer, that is mean that a man is a useless one, because a man is a head of a house according to our culture.
May the speaker continue presenting point.
Women, they understand fast and think fast. They know how to make better decisions. Reason why they are able to come up with a better decision. They understand the time which they in. Number 4. Fairness is observed to be high in women's decision making. They take their interesting or their multiple stakeholders into account in order to a life of folk and moral decisions. Awareness, a woman is not different than their male counterparts. She will go with her understanding of what is best for the health of the organization, give the circumstances. In the area of their specialization, women are more focused at the decision making than their male counterpart. You may find that when people are in marriage, wife and husband, they are few in difficult situation whereby between two people, they don't have money, and then a man decided to stealing money, but women say that we should not do that because I don't know what I can say about this. Okay. Okay.
Not allowed.
Okay, I'm continue. Follow me. And then they don't have money. When they don't have money, they don't have money. A man decided to stealing their money. When a man decided to stealing their money, a women's 3/4 nowadays, women's are saying that.
Allowed?
Mr. Speaker, allow me to pose you this question. You've said that men steal money for women. How can a head of the house steal money for a woman?
Allowed?
So, doesn't mean to say when a man is a head of the house, simply means he can provide everything to his family. The answer is no. Even women can provide. So when a woman provides to the family, wow, the man doesn't provide anything. Can you consider that man to be a head of the house? The answer is no. Because of what? The word head simply means the one who is in top, the one who is able to come up with a better decision, the one who is able to help others. But a man is just sitting, then the woman is the one who is doing business so that he can feed the family. So are you consider that person to be a head of the house or what? The answer is no.
Not allowed. Mr. Speaker, finish.
And then I'll give you an example. A man get his salary. When a man get his salary, give a woman. Which means that when his man give his salary to a woman, I'm asking you a question about these two between two people. These two peoples.
Time up, Mr. Speaker.
Rest my case.
Thank you very much. That was the third speaker from the opposing side. The most important thing about today's debate is that we are understanding who are better decision makers between men and women. And it's interesting that we're having different types of points and different views. At this time, at this point in time, allow me to call upon the summarizer from the proposing side, who's none other than John Chavala.
Morning once again. Before I climb a tomato tree using a ladder and shower the rain without a sign of nimbus, before I may go any further, please allow me to show respect to the following people. To the guest of honor, I salute, I bow. To the chairperson, I bow. To the judges, I salute. The timekeeper, I salute. I, Chawala John, standing before you. I, Chawala John, standing before you, energetically proposing to the motion which states that men are better at decision making than women. Here are some of the reasons. Members of the House, let's take a look in the book of 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Allow me to read. First Peter chapter 3, verse 7. I quote, "Husbands, in the same way, be considered as you live with your wives, and treat them with respect as they are weaker partner." as they are weaker partner. End of quote. Members of the House, I, Chabala John, standing before you. I totally agree with what the Bible says. For I can never allow a woman to make a decision in my position. Secondly, women are not just weaker, but are not just physically weak. But
not allowed. This is the summarizer.
Women are not just weaker, but they are not just weaker physically, but they are also mentally weak when it comes to decision making. Point number 2. Allow me, Mr. Speaker, allow me, members of the House, to quote in the book of Job, chapter 2, Job chapter 2, verse 9. I quote, his wife said to him, are you still holding on to your integrity? Curse God and die. Members of the House, as I said, women are not good at decision making because a good woman cannot come up with a certain idea telling his husband to say, curse God and die, just because they are passing through some pain or suffering. Mr. Speaker, allow me to quote again in the book of Genesis. In the book of Genesis, chapter 2, Genesis 16, Genesis chapter 16, verse 2. I quote, so he said to Abram, the Lord has kept me from having children. Go sleep with my maidservant. Maybe I can build a family through her. Abram agreed what Sarah said. Members of the House, I totally agree to say that women are not good at decision making. Reason why? It doesn't mean that when you cannot give birth to children, you have to come up with a negative reason. Everything has time. Members of the House, allow me to quote again. Members of the House, allow me to quote again. Or let's take a look what was the scenario for this decision a woman named by Sarah came up with. In verse 5, then Sarah said to Abram, you are responsible for the wrong I am suffering. I put my servant into your hands, and now that she knows she is pregnant, she's displeasing me.
Time up, Mr. Speaker. You are very quiet, as if you are in church right now. As if there's a sermon going on somewhere. I'll call upon the summarizer from the opposing side, who's none other than Mapalo Mishek. A hand of applause for Mapalo Mishek.
Good morning, everyone. I am a person who was born naked at the same time was carrying money in my pocket. I am the organized, responsible activist who are natural, genius, says, and energetic. I stand in front of you in order to oppose to the motion which state men are better at decision making. Before I go any further, allow me to pass my humble greeting to the following people. To the chairperson, I say, leadership comes from God. To the judges, I say, judgment belongs to God. To the timekeeper, I say, understand the time and know what to do. To my fellow participant, I say, do not be afraid. For he has given us the Holy Spirit, not for fear, but for power, for love, and self-control. To my fellow participant, I say, sit down, have fun, relax, and enjoy yourself. I strongly say it's not to the motion, due to the following reasons. Are better at decision making. Even women are better at decision making. When we go in the book of Esther, chapter number 2, verse 1 to 19, we're going to find that the king failed to come up with a better decision. So we called for Esther to be a queen. To be a queen. Why? If I may ask a question, why did the king choose Esther to be a queen? Because he knew that even women are better at decision making. May the good Samaritan pass this Bible to the judges. Even when go in the book of Sam chapter 8, chapter number 4, this 1 to 19, we're going to find that Mordecai failed to come up with a better decision. If I may ask a question, why did Mordecai fail to come up with a better decision if men were good at decision making? The answer is even women are better at decision making. Mordecai failed to come up with a better decision. So he called for Esther's help to say, he knew to say even women are better at decision making. He knew to say when I call upon the Esther's help, you make a better decision to help others. Point number 2, when we go in UK, we're going to find that the one who is leading that country is Queen Elizabeth. Why they have chosen Queen Elizabeth to rule the country? Because they knew to say women are better at decision making. If I may ask a question, when you got in United Kingdom, I'm going to find even men are there, but they have chosen a female to be a queen. Why? Because they knew to say even women are better at decision making. Point number 3, in this situation like lying off, men end up favoring their friends, while women will look at the goodness of the house. In difficult situation, men may end up coming with negative decision like taking alcohol, drinking beer. Wow! Instead of coming up with a better decision. When you go in the book of Ruth, chapter number 1, verse 1 to 17, we're going to find that Ruth came up with a better decision when Ruth was married to the children of Naomi, which is Chirion and Marion. When both two children of Naomi died, Ruth came up with a better decision because he knew, understand the time which they were in. He knew to say, I cannot come back, and I cannot come out in this situation because it's too hard. I need to come up with a better decision to empower or to encourage my mother-in-law. So I make a decision to say, wherever you go, I shall go. Your people will be my people. Wherever you be barren, I shall barren too. If women were not good at decision making, why did Ruth come up with a better decision to say, wherever you go, I shall go? The answer is even women are better at decision making. When we go in the book of Luke, chapter number 24, verse 1 to 12, we're going to find that the disciples of Jesus Christ failed to come up with a better decision when Jesus was died. They come up with a decision to say we need to go and hide. Why? If men were better at decision making, then why the disciples of Jesus Christ hide? Then the one who came up with a better decision is women. The women came up with a better decision to say tomorrow morning we need to go and visit the body of Christ. Why? Even women are better at decision making. If I may ask, who take the information to the disciples of Jesus Christ were women? Why? Because women are better at decision making. The disciples of Jesus Christ end up of coming with a negative decision to say we need to hide. Why? If men were better at decision making, why did they make a decision to say we need to go and hide? Why? The answer is women are better at decision making. Women are better at decision making. Point number 4. When we go in Malawi, we're going to find that even the one who is ruling the country is a female, Joyce Banda. Why did they allow Joyce Banda to rule the country of Malawi? Because they need to say women are better at decision making. Women are better at decision making. Esther 2, verse 1 to 19, going to find that Esther was chosen as a queen. Esther was chosen as a queen. But even if you may ask, the king was there, but why did the king call for Esther to be a queen? Because he knew to say the women are better at decision making. He chosen Esther to become a queen so that he can give the advice, so that he can advise the king on how to come up with a better decision. Point number 5. When we look the story of Jesus Christ, the same scripture which we are looking in the book of Luke chapter number 24, verse 1 to 12, we're going to find that Jesus' disciples failed to come up with a better decision. May the good Samaritan pass this Bible to the judges. We are going to find that then with the woman came up with a better decision to say tomorrow we need to go and visit the body of Christ. When the woman was walking, they reached where Jesus was burying. The angels appeared to them. If I may ask a question, the angels appeared to them. If women were not at good at decision making, then why did the angel of Jesus Christ appear to them and giving them the good news to say, the one whom you are looking for is not here? And they take their information if the women were not better at decision making.
Time up. 30 seconds more.
3rd second. 2 Kings 5 verse 1 to 7. Going to find that Naaman was the commander of Syrian soldiers. The Naaman was sick. He kidnapped the woman of Egypt, the one who kept it to be a slave. Now the woman came up with a better decision to say when Naaman was sick. No one, even a king, failed to come up with a better decision. But a woman who Naaman kidnapped as a slave came up with a better decision to say the disease which you are having now. I know someone who can help you. If women were not that good at decision making, why did the woman which Naaman kidnapped come up with a better decision to say I need to help you? Thank you.
Time.
I raise my case.
We've heard it, and we are still getting more points. If and what that another thing, if you are otherwise. This was the first round, and we'll be having the second round in just about maybe 3 minutes. We'll have that round. Sorry. Right about now, as we are preparing for the second round, and we are telling our participants to take their seats or in front, let me call upon Mr. Mubemba just to give us a little bit of entertainment, and we prepare ourselves as such.
Okay, natema kulisha olwimbo ulwamunandi. Natema kulisha olwimbo ulwamunandi temunandi ni first cousin wandi Ponshano Kaiche. So nanguna alisha takuno kuenga ntwala. Then I can play something else. To afuma kumokwine kubena mayo. Kaklap feka nono. Muna kwati muli kuchililo. Wechikashana nalikutemwa ndefuluka iwe. Wechikashana nalikutemwa ndefuluka iwe. Yes, la vie, mafika enu mwakwata bana mulenga. Ya yechi ye. Yes, la vie, mafika enu mwakwata bana mulenga. Ya yechi ye. Hey, 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 hey. Ah! Konko mufolo wala basanga palya pajamboli. Konko mufolo wala tusanga tule kulolera. Yes baby, mafika enu mwakwata bana mulenga. Ya yechi ye. Yes baby, mafika enu mwakwata bana mulenga. Ya yechi ye. Yes bestie, mafika enu mwakwata bana mulenga. Ya yechi ye. Sinjonjo. Sinjonjo. Sinjonjo mama, Sinjonjo mama, Sinjonjo mama, Sinjonjo mama. Hey! Ngole fwayo kuti tuko pane na iwe sheli wandi. Ule shirinkisha, ule laba imisango yobe, iya wabila mo, iya kade. Ngole fwayo kuti tuko pane na iwe baby wandi. Ule tino kuti, ulela bayimisango yobe iyo wabelamo iyakali hey yo 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 baseri tachanda ba baseri tachanda baleri le chirimbe choba filokulu baleri le chirimbe choba filokulu bani na mole bas bakana no kolan bani na mole bas bakana no chi baby chandi we onatem chi sweetie chandi we onatem chani na mole bas chakana no kolan chani na mole bas chakana no kolanda hey hikato bongo 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 hikato bongo 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 echo bakufialila kufialila echo bakufialila kufialila bawisoli lo for you bawisoli lo for bawisoli lo for you hey hello yarila ti sunsha musana okay.
Atiba we sorry low for. What surprises me is that when Mr. Mbemba sings these songs, we are dancing, we are happy. If it's me, I always go like. Then when he says well we sorry for, I tend to wonder because my father tell off for so it becomes an issue, eh? How come that doesn't care for it? Very soon we'll be entering into the second round. Just a minute.
New man. Remember where you come from. Sound your music properly. Don't see old.
Okay, so guys, let's just be in. If you're outside, let's come back in so that we can prepare for the second round. If you're outside, let's come in so that we prepare for the second round.
So in the dating kuchetekele iwe. 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 So in the dating kuchetekele iwe.
Let's not also forget that let's not also forget that we are live on Lono TV via Facebook, so you can just search for us on Lono TV. We are live at Lono TV on Facebook. Right about now, as we are doing all this, just know that we are being watched on Facebook. So as you come, make sure that you are putting up the effort. Come with confidence so that you'll be able to. But DJ, volume. Let's come with confidence so that they watch us wherever that they are watching us from. And I'm sure we'll be able to read some comments. If we have comments, I'm sure the technician will be able to share with me so that I'll read them out to you, so that we just know that we are moving on the same page. Thank you very much. And at this point in time, let me call upon the debaters. The proposers will be on this side this time around, and then the opposers will be on this side. What I intend to say is Milungu will be seated on my left hand side, then Chiva will be seated on my right hand side. I call upon the participants to come in front. A hand of applause, a hand of applause. Achingumfuisa wino na Bible ngatamwaka njimbira na mwakesa njimbira. Elongole umfotera suktotelo omnobe. Just know that if in your time will come, no one will clap for you. I think that's something that I've learned personally. Nai cover. Yeah, Piasile. Gender equality will never be obtained. That's the motion. Interesting. That's not the one. Banganya. Women are better in humanities, while men are better in sciences. Wow. That's dangerous. It's very dangerous. As per tradition, allow me to call upon the first speaker from the proposing side as we start. So what we're going to do this time around, let's walk through some instructions. Number one, if you are told to say point of objection not allowed, which means not kanya. So don't go in when you say point of interjection, I say point not allowed. Not kanya allowed to asuminisha. I think those are the mistakes that I noted from the first group. With that in mind, and this is just an observation from the judges. It's not necessary that each and every time you come here, everyone should say good morning. To save time, let's just enter with our preambles. Then we do our salutations so that it will be easier for us even to not divert into the time that we're supposed to present points. With that in mind, I call upon the first speaker from the proposing side, who's none other than Lucy Mwava.
Opposing to this motion is like a pregnant woman who is pretending to be a virgin. I, Lucy Mwava from Milungu Day Secondary School. Before I go any further, allow me to observe the following. To the Debs, I salute you. To the judges, I salute you. To the timekeeper, I salute you. In short, all protocols observed. Members of the House, allow me to give examples of some courses which are involved in humanities. We are proposing to the motion which states that women are better in humanities while men are better in sciences. Members of the House, allow me to give some examples of courses which are involved in humanities. Humanities involves courses such as journalism, economics, and social work, just to mention a few by the list. Sciences is defined as the systematic study of structure and physical and nature world through observation, experimentation, and testing of theories against evidence proved. Women are better in humanities because of students' self-expectance. As children, when we are growing with our mothers, we are being taught to say, you are better in this and you are not better in this. So as we are growing, we are able to know where we are good in. So we are better, for example, members of the house, we are good in cooking, organizing things at home, taking care of the children, while men are better in sciences. You may find that a man is doing very good in mathematics and a woman is doing better in literacy. Reason why, when you go in radio stations, you may find that men of people who are there in journalism, you will find that there are men's are few. Another example, members of the house, is that even here at this press where we are, ask many people who are found there. Many people who are coaching young people here are women, because women are better in organizing, are better in teaching people how to be confident, how to know their rights. They are good in all these. So women are considered to be better in humanities, while men are better in sciences. I rest my case.
Thank you very much to the first speaker. Allow me to call upon the first speaker from the opposing side, who is none other than Namwaka Mlenga. Hands of applause. Twatota kofeka twishinga kulisho tumpundunga ntuminwe sionse fidia mwapera kofeka ka confidence sign.
Ladies and gentlemen and esteemed adversaries, gather around for today. For today, you face a formidable challenger armed with the reasons of with the weapons of reasons and fortified by unwavering convictions. I stand here to strongly oppose to the motion which states, and I quote, women are better in humanities while men are better in sciences. Before I sound my guns, allow me to bombard you with my bombardments of knowledge. Before I sound my guns and bombard you with my... I'm the first speaker, you can't interject.
Okay, I'm the only one who's supposed to give not allowed or allowed. Clear? Thank you.
Okay. Before I bombard you with my bombardments of knowledge, allow me to say all protocols have been observed. First and foremost, allow me to define to you the key words in our motion, and this is better and humanities. Better, as an adjective in the comparative degree, means a person or thing is better in one thing for one reason rather than the other. Humanities is a subject based on the study of human culture and ideas. These include history, philosophy, and literature. Yes, coming back to our motion, I feel it's not right to say who is better in this field of study or not. Yes, so it's retrogressive, regressive, and on top of that, it's rearward to say who can be better at this or that. That's why I say no to this motion, because it's a notion of backwardness, and it belongs to the era of the stone cavemen. Back in the 18th century, women were not allowed to go to universities. But in the 18th century, we had Laura Bassi, who got the first chair in universities and studied the course of science. And my source was My source was en.m.wikipedia.org. Another example is Mary Curie. She paved way for scientists to study radioactivity and discovered the elements radium and polonium. She was also the first woman to receive a Nobel Prize in physics and the first person to receive the second Nobel Prize in chemistry. Remember that this is a woman and not a man. My source of information was owsb.net.network/Zambia. And it's not only in European countries, but also here in Africa, in Zambia, we've had women who have achieved a lot in sciences. And this includes our very own late president, Sata's wife, Mama Dr. Kaseva Sata. Not only her, but also Dr. Inutu, who studied physics. When we come to the education sector, we find that in schools we've got teachers female teachers who teach science, and male teachers who teach literature and other subjects that are in the social sciences. And today you stand before me with the audacity to say that men are better in sciences, when those same men who you are talking about were once taught by female science teachers. Please, excuse me, I rest my case.
In the first debate, I picked something. Judges, God will judge us all. Be careful. The chair, leadership is not for granted. So that was very interesting. Thank you very much. That was the first speaker from the opposing side. And right about now, allow me to call upon the second speaker from the proposing side. And this is Mwape Muleho Sha. Twatota kobaneka twishinga kulumba.
I respond to the name Benson Koshamwape, strongly proposing to the motion that states, as I quote, unquote, I. Women are better in humanities, while men are better in sciences. Before I go any further, allow me to recognize the presence of the following. The Debs, I salute. The judges, the timekeeper, time wasted is never recovered. As I say, all protocol is highly observed. I strongly agree to the motion that states women are better in humanities, while men are better in sciences. Because the ratio, according to recent statistics stated by the UN, women take up only 28% to 72% of men in the total workforce in subjects related to science and technology. I can give an example. In garages where we take our cars, you mostly find men. Where are you going to find a woman fixing a car or a machine? I proceed to my next point. When you look at this place where we are.
Loud.
Nowadays we have female engineering. So engineers, so those people are doing it. It's up to the lady to decide. So we have female engineers. What are they doing in the engineering sector?
Allowed.
When we say that women are better in humanities, we mean that men are not logically, but when we say men are better in sciences, we say men are specifically logically.
The speaker continue.
I proceed to my next point. When you compare the number of males in here, look at the number of debaters we have on the proposing side. You see that most of them are females. In fact, all of them are females. When you see that men mostly don't participate in subjects like literate or take part in social work, mostly it's women who take part in such activities in the community. I raise my case.
Okay, it's getting very heated and very interesting within each and every second as we move forward. At this point in time, allow me to call upon the second speaker from the opposing side, who's none other than Loveness Nambela. A hand of applause, a hand of applause, a hand of applause.
As you see me standing here, I'm like a calculator who calculates carpenter in Kalibadam without using the calculator. Before I go any further, allow me to say all protocols have been observed. Back to the motion which states as I oppose. Women are better in humanities while men are better in sciences. Allow me to disapprove this motion with the following reason. End of quote. Intelligence and aptitude cannot be defined solely based on gender. It's determined the combination of factors such as education, interest, and personal capability. When it comes to education, how educated a person in one can determine to pursue that sort of field. When it comes, if the female is well educated, why can't she start sciences?
Allowed.
I'm sorry. We are talking about the characteristic of why women attempt to be good in humanities and why men attempt to be good in sciences.
Allowed.
You're saying we're talking about the characteristics. Isn't education one of the characteristics? If you are educated in that field, why can't you partake it? Why can't you pursue it if you are really... If you know that you can pursue it, if you are interested and you have the ability to do so, why can't you?
Point of defense allowed.
Are you telling me all women who are educated are better in humanities? Let us say the mothers who are not educated. They are better in humanities because even fathers who are not educated, they're better in logically.
Point of defense. It is based on the education, interest, and capable of one is about. How interested a person is in that subject. That's all.
Continue, Madam Speaker.
Not only that, how interested a female is in that subject to pursue that field of study. To show how unappreciative, thankless, and grateful someone can be to the female teachers who have tremendously contributed to male doctors in the world. To show that now women are also given a chance to study science. They have given a chance to start science at Hunza. Statistics show that number of female admitted to School of Natural Science is increasing from 2015 to 2018. This indeed proves that women are also better, not only in humanities, but also in sciences. Source, universitylife.school.blog. Proposing to this motion is like a pregnant mosquito claiming to be a virgin. With these few points and Batty giving advice, I would like to move.
Thank you very much. You only make this debate to be interesting if you are interested. Yes, but I'm just getting quite a penny per side. Apart from there, just do like this. You need that once you come on the stage. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Debate is not easy. Thank you very much to the second speaker from the opposing side. That was Loveness Nambela. And now allow me to call upon Miriam Chikuna, who's the third speaker from the proposing side.
I, Miriam Chivuna, from Ilungu Day Secondary School, with the motion state I quote, women are better in humanities while men are better in sciences. Before I go any further, allow me to observe the following. To the devs I salute. All protocol observed. I am proposing. Women are better in humanities while men are better in science. Women are better in humanities because humanity is a person who is genuine in doing something. For example, social work. You cannot find men walking around selling tomatoes, but for women, you can find many of them are selling. Also, we look at journalism. When we look at journalism, there are just few men over there who read the news. But for girls, there are many other there. So that's why I am supporting that women are better in humanity.
Allowed?
What are men doing in the markets? Selling swords, which is for 3 kwacha, if the men are better in sciences.
Point of defense.
Allowed. Defend.
there are just few of them who sell salt. You cannot find many boys over there selling tomatoes, whatever. They don't even do social works. Like, for example, you get tomatoes and passing through the houses and selling. How many of them? There are just few. So that's why I am supporting that women are better in humanity. But as for boys are better in sciences. Because you cannot find the...
Overruled. Continue with your points, madam.
Why I am saying that men are better in sciences, because men do with experiments. Men come with a plan of making cars, but as for girls, we don't come with a plan of making cars. So it is why I am supporting that women.
Allowed.
You're saying that men are the ones who discover things and invent things. What of the example that I gave of the lady, Mary Curie, who discovered the elements, radium and polonium? If you look at that, are you telling me that it's only men who can do so?
Allowed.
When you go, according to recent research, when you look at women will think about what happens next. Because when you can find a man making the next nuclear weapon, when you look at women you start thinking about, no, I can't kill my fellow friend. When you come to cars, like I said about cars mostly is men who do with oils. Because women will start thinking, no, I'm a woman, I can't start making my hands dirty with oil.
Thank you. Continue, madam.
I will give another example. When Bakashana Tsambi, they visit us, when there are 5, only 4 girls participate, but for men, only 1 of them. So why? So, as for us, women are better in humanity, but while men are better in sciences. Because in many things, men are better in maths, but as for me, I don't know maths, I'm good in English. So that's why I am supporting that women are better in humanity. I rest my case.
Thank you very much. That was Miriam from the proposing side. Allow me to call upon the third speaker from the opposing side, who's none other than Regina Kavuye.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts as I oppose to the motion which states that women are better in humanities while men are better in sciences. All protocols are highly observed.
Mr. Speaker, I heard you saying that women are better in humanities and men are better in science. Are you proposing or opposing?
I'm opposing to the motion.
Why aren't you saying no, women are not good in humanities and while men are not good in science?
I haven't said anything.
Thank you very much. Continue, please.
Okay. If we are ignorant of something, it is better to keep quiet than to spread tentacles of ignorance by proposing notions that does not exist. Women's interest in science may have been historically discouraged due to expectations and biases. This means that women were considered weak. They were told they cannot do what a man can do. For example, they were told that a woman cannot do science because it's a man's subject. A woman cannot study math because it's a woman's subject. But tables have turned round. What a man can do, a woman can also do it. If a man can pass mathematics, I, as a girl, I will pass mathematics. If a woman passes science, I will work hard as a girl to pass science, because there is no saying only a man is good at this. It's up to me to make that decision. Ever heard of Brenda Namumba? the first woman who got a PhD in astrophysics in 1986. This proves that a woman can also study science. My source was munjarasporafrica.as.en/Brenda Namumba. Down the line on how women are also better in science, Zambia is our mother first female chancellor, University of Zambia, Madam Ruth Mubanga, who started as a science teacher, became the first biology teacher at university at the Mkweme Nkurume University of Zambia, first female. I quote it from esaafrica.org./nodal 1361. I rest my case.
Itsungu blow, itsungu. Twalanda chani, itsungu blow. I got something that the president used most in his speech the time he was opening Parliament. English, Madam Speaker. English. It's interesting. At this point in time, let me call upon the summarizer from the proposing side, who's none other than Musonda Monica.
Words do not have to be neat or polished like a statue. Members of the parliament, before I go any further, allow me to observe the following. To the Debs, I salute. The judges, I salute. The timekeeper, I salute. Do not let the fifth enter in and disturb me. In short, all protocols are highly observed. Handing to the motion, we still stand that women are better in humanities and men are better in science. Members of the House, allow me to lead my first point, which says that when you look at the late, according to preliminary data of analysis, it shows how women are better in humanities and how men are better in humanities. May the Good Samaritan pass the evidence to the judges. Allow me again to lead my second point, members of Parliament. Learning effort and earlier output as a predictor of educational achievement. What I mean is that, members of the House, when you look at, in most cases, women are better in humanities. For example, like my Ella Korida said, when you look at the Bakashana Wasambile, a lot of them are women. And when you look at those who fix cars, a lot of them are men. Which shows that when you look at the Jebs, the way he's looking, that means a man is logically and in the way he's reeling. When you look at members of the House, when I say by the term itself humanities, it means to be emotional. What I mean that women are better in humanities is that when you look at by the term itself humanities, a lot of women are so emotional. And men attempt to be. And men, excuse me, do not disturb
not
the
allowed.
panel. When you look at by the term itself, science, it means it is the nature of sciences. A lot of men are good in sciences. Allow me, members of the House, to lead again my third point. When you look at the self-fulfilling prophecy mechanism and the gender stereotype fate relation to the mechanism of humanities, what I mean is that when you look at women, they are self-prophecy. What it means by self-prophecy is it means that women, they say, I cannot do science because I'm so emotional. I can teach only children, young children. When you look at preschool, a lot of them are females. Members of the House, allow me to qualify my evidence. When you look at gender stereotype, this is a term which the society says that men can do this and women can do this, members of the House. Allow me to qualify my evidence, members of the House. Can someone help me to give the evidence to the judges? Members of the House, allow me to say that women are better in humanities because when you look at in most houses, the one who take care of the children and take care of the sick people, it's a woman. Members of the House, men attempt to be logically and aggressive, members of the House. Allow me to clarify my answer, members of the House. Men attempt to be aggressive because a man is not attempt to have humanities. When you look at in the parliament, the one who is Mr. Speaker is the woman. Because that's science and social studies what has made her to go there, members of the House. In short, I rest my case.
Thank you very much. That was the summarizer from the proposing side, with some deliberations in the House of Debate. And right about now, allow me to call upon the summarizer from the opposing side, who's none other than Brenda Kapamba.
I am Brenda Kapampa. I stand here to oppose on the motion which states that women are better in humanity, while men are better in science. All protocols are highly observed. May I take this opportunity to respond what my fellow respondents have already responded on this interesting and educative motion, which states that women are better in humanities, while men are better in science. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard me right. Ladies comes first. What can hinder a woman to undertake in science just like a man? Obviously, nothing can hinder that woman. If that woman has the ability and capable of taking science, she can really take that in science. Male dominance can be traced way back in history, where women were marginalized in field of humanities. They couldn't even do anything to stay in science. But nowadays, we can look that there are so many women who are doing science. If we go to the hospitals, who have not been to the hospitals, you can see that there are women who are doctors there. How did they become doctors? How did those female doctors become doctors? They did science for them to become doctors. Does that not prove that women are also better in science? Does it so only say that women are only better in humanity? No, that's not true. It's time we did away with male chauvinism of thinking that men are only naturally intelligent and more important than women. You can't just say men are more important and more intelligent than women. You said, I also said that I heard this one of the ones from the proposing side said that she only passes in English and she's not in good mathematics. If you go in some schools, you find the girl she's also good in mathematics as well in science. And if you come to our schools, you find there are female teachers who teach science as well as chemistry, biology. What and physics? Does that mean that women are not good in science? No, it doesn't prove that right. Prejudice and stereotype can limit opportunities of individuals based on their agenda, leading to perpetuation of the unique power and demonize someone. You cannot just wake up and say women are better in humanities while men are better in science. For me, it's a big shame to say that women are only better in humanities while men are better in science. We have been given many examples of women who have broken from their cocoons to be proven that they're also better in science. Not only men are just better in science. Promoting the idea that women are better in humanities and men are better in science can perpetuate gender division and hinder progress towards gender equality and academics and towards the future. Lastly, advancement in natural science have been shown that they all have the ability to take science, whether men or female. There's no difference whether you're a male or a female. If you have the ability to take science, you can surely do it, and no one can stop you from doing that. Hence, it is free for anyone to take science. Give a woman an opportunity and to prove herself that she's also capable in taking science. Not only that she's good, that she's better in humanity, that she can prove herself that she's better in science as well. So you cannot just say a woman is only better in humanity. She's also good in science. It should be also go in my schools. How many teachers are in your school who teach science who are female? You can tell me that there are also female teachers who teach science in your school. And how many male teachers who are at your school who are good in humanity? You can't say that there are not teachers there. You can't say that, right? So you cannot just wake up and say women are only better in humanity. We are all better in humanity as well as science, not only men. If I say I want to study science, I can study. No one can stop me because I know myself. I am capable and have the ability to study science. Ambash male chauvinism, ambash stereotyping. Hooray to the women who have broken the barriers of studying, of being in humanities as well as studying science. Rest my case. Thank you.
There is a reason why we call it Bakashana Basambili. Yeah, let's just agree. If you're watching on Facebook, let's just agree. There's a reason why we call it Bakashana Basambili. We call it Bakashana Basambili because this is the main reason where we get to inculcate, where we get to expertise, where we get to pandamoniously impart knowledge into the heads of a young child, of the young children, So basically, Bakashana Basambidide is a very catchy and very beautiful kind of name for the organization. I feel with today's point, where I wasn't convinced as a person, I am now convinced. So let's not forget that we are also live on Facebook at Lono TV. If you want to share, you can share our live so that we can invite a lot of people to be part of today's debate so that we can learn one or two things and we can educate the country at large. Thank you very much to each and everyone that has partaken in today's debate. And thank you very much to the participants. We'll be coming back after some minutes with the final motion, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just brood to the Facebook page, and let's also, as participants, let's wait for the results from the judges as they go out to compare. But as for now, let me call upon the dancers just to entertain us as they will be comparing the results. Then after, I'm sure we're going to have a demo from Peter Mwansa in poetry, so that at least we can also understand the products that have passed through the hands of Bakashana Basambidide. So as we wait, let's stay tuned. Dancers on the stage, everyone, thank you very much for your time and thank you very much for participation. A hand of applause, a hand of applause, a hand of applause.
This one lady got me on my phone, texting her all night long. She know that I like when we chill from home. I'm falling for her. Love it when she talk to me in a light tone. She tells me when something wrong. She my company, can be on my own. Cause I'm falling for her. It don't matter where we go, cause you lipo. I really miss you, very simple. You want my dimple, sky single. Nini koma. It don't matter the weather, we get better. Carry me gently, body gave it. Me I go murder, we're so better. We be together, mommy. Yeah, you are my fire, my fire. Yeah, you're my fire, my fire. Yeah, you are my fire, my fire. Yeah, you're my fire, my fire.
Downloaded from ilovezmusic.com.
I dey sing, you dey dance, you dey whine. When you cry, I go wipe in your eyes. Give me your bag, make I feel like moto. I'm the only one, you don't need another. I hold you down, you know this, baby. And I've told you now, I'm right there, I there for you, baby. You don't get anywhere where I want to. If I could, I would love you in my next life. I don't really care about tomorrow. As long as you there right now, I go there fine. You got me here when I'm low, low. Girl, you can take my soul. All these things where they talk right now, I just love my body and bone. Body and soul. Body and soul. Body and soul. I love the way you put it on me. That's the way you did to me, you demand me. It's a vibe and I'm rocking your body. No competition for your side, oh they know this. Make you look me well, I don't be novice. Only you I wanna need nobody. First.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's make this debate a spectacle, shall we? The intellectual standing before you strongly opposes to the motion. I say no to this motion because gender equality will be obtained. But before I go any further, allow gender equality. This is a state of equal ease of access to resources and opportunities for both male and female. Dictionary. Ladies and gentlemen, gender equality has been traced from oppose and say gender-based violence will be obtained how will we obtain gender equality? Well, we can obtain that we as women can also stand strong and come again and work against the over a billion women around the world are on their own and making money and owning property vital to the realization of human rights for all. This means that human and resources. Yes. The overall objective of gender equity is a society in which women and men enjoy the same opportunities, rights, and obligations. Equality between men and women exists when men and women are able to share equally at the distribution of power and influence, equal to opportunities for financial independence through work or through setting up businesses. We should enjoy equal access to education as well. The critical aspect of promoting gender equity is the empowerment of women. In our societies, women have been put down. But if we empower women, when gender equality be obtained, it's not only that, helping us obtain gender equality. We've got schools. In schools, we have topics. In civic education, we learn about gender-based violence. We learn what is gender-based violence, what is gender, how do we obtain gender equality. And this has helped us in many ways. Since we also have groups and clubs that have been coming from different places. We have Chaz, Camfed, and also Bakashana Assembly.
50 seconds added.
Okay. I also want to say international cooperation and coordination. Countries have been coming together to put an end to gender discrimination and bring about gender equality. My last point is that one importance of gender equality is that when women are held back, the economy is held back. I raise my case.
Thank you very much. That was the first speaker from the opposing side. And right about now, allow me to call upon the second speaker from the proposing side, who's none other than Gift Tembo.
Afternoon once again. I, Tembo Gift, I stand in front of you in order to propose to the motion which states, as I quote, gender equality will never be obtained. I strongly propose due to the following reasons. Before I go any further, let me say all protocols are obtained. My first reason is that in our culture, head of the house, if you say gender equality will be obtained, why don't they say even a woman is the head of the house? They do this because gender equality is not obtained. If it is obtained, they can say even a woman can be the head of the house. My second point is
In KGS, in Keeping Girls in Schools Club, there are only girls found there. No more men there. If gender equality is obtained, why don't they mix them together, boys and girls? They just do this because they said that gender equality is not obtained. My third point is about, in Zambian tradition, parents, they just bought dolls for girls. For boys, they just bought toys. If gender equality is obtained, why don't they share them?
Madam
The same
Speaker?
thing. They
Your
just
thought?
want.
What's your thought?
When you come to Zambian, if I remember very well, traditionally they don't give us those toys. We actually make them using clay. So it's up to you. If you want, you can make a doll which is a girl, and if you want, you can make a doll which is made of, which is for. So I don't think so.
Allowed.
Okay. When in marriages, you find that when a man go to shopping, he shop a car for a boy and a toy for a boy. If gender equality will be obtained, why don't they buy the same thing?
Overruled. Continue.
My last point is about since Zambia became independent, there is no female president. There is no female. If gender is obtained, why don't they put a female as a president? This is because they know that gender is not obtained.
Overruled.
That's why they say a female is only to be a president. I got it from.
I remember from the rules we should not use emotion as we had. Allow me to call upon Kabuye Regina.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts as I oppose to the motion that states that gender equality will never be obtained. I strongly say no to the motion. Before I go any further, all protocols have been highly observed. First thing first, discuss gender equality with family members and friends and also children. If we want to stop gender equality, as people, we should discuss it. What are the do's and don'ts? And then the second one, long ago, women were considered or women were always represented by men. But nowadays, we see women taking the center stage because of the sensitization that has been taking place from the grassroots. Interject.
Allowed.
Sorry.
If gender equality will be obtained, I'll just ask a simple question. If I'm looking at your panel, there is only women. If gender equality will be obtained, why do they don't know?
Okay, I have an answer for your question.
Hold.
We are
Point of hold. Point of defense allowed.
We only want to show you that as girls, we are strong, not weak. We are capable of showing people that we can do it, and we have that capability to do it.
Overruled. Madam Speaker, continue.
For example, if we go in the Bible, mostly all the women are not listed there. But when you come to nowadays, things have changed. The tables have turned round. A woman is there to represent the nation. We have a first lady. Even in America, they envied from us. They saw that in Zambia, we have twice got 2 female vice presidents. They had to put one in America. That is a sign that gender equality will be obtained. If there are some homes which still look down on the girl child, Then allow me to call upon the forces of law like the army, ZNS, paramilitary, and the police to visit such a home and deal with them ruthlessly. If you see there is people out there, allow me. I'm able to stand up for all the girls out there who are not capable of standing up for themselves. Denying the girl child her rights because of who she is tantamount to murder. This means you're just killing her. You are standing on her rights. It's the same as killing her. That's what I'm saying. The girl did not choose his or her gender. How many of you chose to be girls and boys? We all just find in our position. So we have the courage to stand up for one another. After all, even boys nowadays, not all the boys pass. Not all the boys. So after all, even boys, not all of them are achievers. Some fail on the way, just like girls. Not all the boys make it in class. I pass in my class. Some boys fail. I come first, they come last. So I can achieve anything. So empowering a woman in politics. Us as ladies, we should stand us together and empower all our fellow women to become presidents one day. I rest my case.
Audience. Mwachumfa bwino sana okumfati kuli wa president kwa America. Mwana ingisho mwenso mu bana bandi. Tukanjo fadela nda wafyachinga. So let's just be. We're good. Let's not show it that our panomba pa. Chaumfikisha sana bwino. Okay, to go upon the third speaker from the proposing side was none other than Mapalo Mishek to stand on the podium.
My name is Mishek Mapalo. I stand in front of you in order to propose the motion, which states gender equality will never be obtained. I strongly say, yes, will never be obtained.
Allowed?
You are saying that gender will never be obtained, but you are part of the group of Bakashana, not somebody. What are you doing there?
Point of defense.
Allowed.
Thank you. Doesn't mean to say when a boy is standing in front is a part of Bakashana Tsambili, gender well is obtained. No, if I may ask a question, who is a reader of Bakashana Tsambi? We're going to find that is the creator. If again, an organizer of Bakashana Tsambi, we're going to find that is the coach Ruth. Who is now a protector of Bakashana Tsambi? We're going to find that is coach Prudence. Is it gender? Why did they not put a man to be a reader of Bakashana Tsambi?
I'm going to allow this point of defense.
You are saying that it doesn't mean that that one is not gender, then you are wrong. For the male to be chosen as a reader, that means that gender is taking place. It doesn't mean that girls or women are not only the leaders. No. The thing is that gender is always obtained.
Leadership. Table. Family violence costs the Victorian economy more than 3,000 billion years and takes up 40% of policy work. Women do most unpaid care work. This has major costs. The unpaid care economy in Australia nearly 6 times economy. Gender equality has a long way to go to be realized women's rights around the world are be abused, three attained, and gender equality won't be achieved for 300 years.
Here comes again the short girl. Debate is no place for feeble-minded, my friend. So tighten your arguments, fasten your seat belts, prepare for verbal showdown of epic of proportion. Before I go any further, allow me to say protocols have been observed. Back to the motion, which states, as I quote, gender equity will never be obtained. Allow me to disapprove this motion with the following points. On the other way in which society can attain gender equality is when people speak about gender-based violence. When we thank for organizations set up for today, like YWCA, Victim Support Unit, One Stop Center, to mention the few. If you claim that gender equality will never be obtained, then why set up all these organizations? I urge you to use proper words, because never means something that cannot take place no matter what. Rain come, sunshine can't come. The thing now here is calm. And choose your vocabulary wisely. Gender will be observed and it will be the thing of the past. When it comes to Bakashana as an organization, empowers girls to stand themselves. There is confidence in us. We still have that hope to make it in life. Not only that men are there, we can be weak. No, that's not the reason. So,
point allowed.
You've mentioned and say Bakashana organization only empowered women. Is it just
what are you doing there? And sure boy, Bakashana Assembly, yes, is for girls, but now they have also put up a new club, which is GLOWBFC. Girls Leading Our World and Boys for Change. This means we're working together, hand in hand, as boys and girls, to come and put.
Thank you. Proposing to this motion is like killing a mosquito using a shotgun. With this few and convincing points, I beg to move.
Tim. Thank you very much. And if you want to find us, you can just search Lono TV. Then you a lot of information, and right about now we are dealing with gender equality, and the motion at hand is gender equality will never be obtained. That's the motion at hand, and we have the debaters, the panel of debaters that are trying with all means to inculcate and to put more knowledge and more information in this, so that at least we can just come up with something that is sensible. We see how best we can obtain or we cannot obtain the equality. Now allow me to call upon the final speaker and the summarizer from the proposing side, who's none other than Romeo Mukuka. Romeo Mukuka, to the podium.
Okay, thank you. I have come again like a bomb. I am the dragon, I was born with fire. I never back up on what is right. To the chairperson, I say, lead us in the light way. To the judges, I say, judge according to what you have seen and heard. To the timekeeper, I say, just focus on the time, because you focus on us, you will waste the time. To my fellow participant, I say, you can ask many questions, but I will answer you. To my fellow participant, I say, just for the light side. I strongly say yes to the motion, due to the following reason to say gender equality has a long way to go to release women's rights around the world are be abused.
The gender, it is not gender. Threatening and varied around the world, and gender equality won't be achieved for 300 years on the current track. The United Nations Secretary says gender equality will never be obtained. If you go in the book of Mark, chapter number 1, verse 14, gender equality is being obtained. Even Jesus himself knew to say, no, women cannot work. He only chose a man to be his disciples instead of even choosing the women to determine to say gender equality is obtained. Another 300 years for another. No country in the world is on track to achieve true gender equality. By the 2030 target world, readers agreed under the statement of WW Rekindled called Purpose called Gay. According to our traditional culture, gender equality will never be obtained because we're going to find that a man is the head of the house. If I may ask a question, why did they not allow a woman to be a head of the house, but they have chosen to say a man is the head of the house? Is it gender? It is not gender. It is not gender. It is not gender. We're going to find that even the Bemba proverb says nondo. Why even women cannot eat nondo? Because is it gender? No, it is not gender. It is not gender. Simply means gender equality will never be obtained. Gender equality will never be obtained. Again, point number four. When you go to our Zambian traditional culture, gender equality will never be obtained. Gender equality will never be obtained because we are going to find that in the time of Shaka, the history in the time of Shaka, when the woman get bathed to a women, they will kill that person. Why? Is it gender? No, they have chosen only men to fight for them, to protect them. Is it gender? No, it is not gender. It is not gender. Point number 5, gender equality in the leadership won't be achieved. 9th May 2022. Younger generation are holding race progressive views when it comes to women in leadership. Leadership indicates gender equality won't be achieved. If I may ask a question, when we go to our guest of honor, have you ever seen a women this side? No. Is it gender? No, it is not gender. They are only men. Why? If I may ask a question, why did they not come if gender is still obtained? Why did not come even a one woman to say gender equality is obtained? No, it is not gender. It is not gender. So gender equality will never be obtained. Again, if I may ask a question to our cameraman. Our cameraman, amen. Have you ever seen a cameraman, a woman? No. It is gender? No, it is not gender. So gender equality will never be obtained. Gender equality will never be obtained because the cameraman are only men. Why? If I may ask a question, why did they not come with a female to say gender equality is still obtained? The answer is no. Gender equality will never be obtained. Thank you. I rest my case.
Tim. Shida umfoko imota muni wa Bakashana. Tim. Why didn't you come with women? I think na push na perera na popen. For now I end. Debate is nice. English. Allow me to go upon the summarizer. The last and final speaker from the opposing side was none other than Kapampa Brenda.
I have come again to oppose on the motion which states that gender equality can never be obtained. Is that true? If we can see in the government, we can see women who are leaders. For example, we have the vice president who is the female, who by the name of Mutalena Numango. Is that not gender being obtained? Are you saying gender will never be obtained? As we go in the 19th, in the parliament, we did not even have female for this president. But now, if some of you who watch Parliament TV, you can see that there are more women that are increasing in politicals. Does that mean that gender will never be obtained? Obviously not. Sometimes to come and just say that gender equality can never be obtained, show that person lacks research skills. If a person who that cannot just come and say gender equality can never be obtained, if that person knows that gender equality can be obtained, he knows that there is somewhere there's a woman who is capable of standing in front of anyone, just like myself and my fellow girls who are here standing in front of you all. In Zambia, there is a report called Gender State Report, GRS-HARA, in 2017 and 2019, supported by the German organization called GRZ, which highlights Zambia's current progress toward attaining gender equality in various of developing sectors. If we were, there was censorship. There's censorship. If we found that there is more gender equality, if we go in there, like he said, there are no women who was cameras. Are you sure about that? If you go in the RMBC, there are females who are working on the cameras. There are journalists who are women who are working on the cameras. Are you saying that women cannot be camera women? That's not possible. If you go in the radio man, you find that there's a woman there. Does that mean there's no gender equality can never be obtained? Obviously, that's not true. This report shows that there is increase in the gender equality from 0.517 in 2017. And let's look at in 2018 to 0.540 in you can find there is WW on women or RIG fields CSW. That's where you can say that there is more that gender can be obtained. If you say that gender equality will never be obtained, means you are blind to see what's going on. If you can see there are more women who are leading us. Like I said in parliaments, we have women who are ministers. The ministers, like for example, Sylvia Maseo. Is that not a woman? Does that mean gender will never be obtained? Zambia made steps like in the areas of politics where we have females vice president and several ministers. Like I said, the vice president. During the time of Mr. Edgar Chagwa when he was the president, who was the vice president? Was she not a female? That means that gender will never be obtained. Obviously, gender will always be obtained, and from now on until the end, and it will always be obtained. In place of work, like schools, we see female ed teachers, deputy ed teachers, and HODs in your schools. There are HODs who are female, and there are also teachers who are male. As well, you add a teacher who was a head teacher who was a female. You cannot just say your school study. Yes, bank managers, business women, and farmers. When we look at farmers, the only farmers, only women. There are also women who are farmers who are capable of running a business. We go at the market. There are women there who are female who are running businesses. Engineers, they say engineers are only for men because they are good in science. What are women doing there? What are women doing? It means gender equality can be obtained. What population? There is by the World Economic Forums, there is the global gender indicates every year. The analysis of each country for 2021 edition shows that the highlight country in the world, which the addition gender equality was Iceland, which was at 89.2, followed by the Finland at 86.1%. Does that mean that gender equality will never be obtained? In the going years, we have seen that so many women who are involved in politics. And if you have said that a woman can never lead exam, what about Queen Elizabeth the Late? Was that not a female? She led her country with compassion. She never led her country down. Is that not a woman?
30 seconds more.
with just parts of this information, you can see that gender equality is on the way to be obtained. You can see that there are women in so many organizations, not only men. ZMBC TVs, there are so many where a woman can present as our country. There are women who are presenting us as a country, and you are saying that women can that gender equality can never be obtained. Instead of giving up, let us hold our hands together. Let us hold our hands together and work extra hard to achieve the progress idea to stop negatively and for once be positive that gender will be opposed. Men is
Time
not
up.
for.
Time up.
Oh, thank you.
I've always learned something about debate each and every time I stand, and as we wait for the judges to go and deliberate and see how best we are going to announce the winner, I feel the thing that most debaters come with on the podium are nerves. They are always nervous. They always want to speak first so that they let another person speak. It's very important to always, when you're debating, to know that you are a team. You're not alone. That's the first thing. Second, it's always right to share points. If you share points, just know that if your point is forgotten, another person will pick it up. That's a secret also to debate. The reason why we want to rush and speak quickly, fast, and know that it's because we feel if I don't exhort my point, no one is going to pick it up. Hence, the summarizer, I heard from the judges the time they were recommending. The summarizer, it's your job to see the points that are missed and how best you are going to to put them within your points. Otherwise, thank you very much for today's debate. As we wait for the results, the judges, take your time, but don't be too late. All right, I've just been reminded that we're going to have lunch. Apa bajaji bari abunkuberenga so bajaji takudi obwali donkey ati donkey ati yense kanjira kakwa wine kuno ntongolo ya nsima yanu kulibe. So right about now I'll call upon Sir Dad Mwango. I call him Dad. Dad Mwango to give us a prayer for lunch, and after that we are going to come back so that after lunch we are going to come back so that we get the results to know who's the winner, who's the best speaker, who's the first, and all that. Otherwise, Daddy Mwango, I call you to the podium.
Shall we pray? We thank God, Jehovah Almighty, for all this you have granted us. We thank you also to our mothers to prepare the meal. We thank you also for everyone who is here for good health. Now we are here asking you to bless the food and bless all the hands who are going to partake the meal so that we may gain strength and name. Amen.
Wonderful prayer. Just a minute. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now we can go and have our lunch and see you after the lunch session. We good? So we are live on Facebook, Lono TV. If you want to find us and you want to listen to this good English that is being spoken, let's go to Lono TV. Ate abalefo ama photos ya mu studio kutiba kuri balono mukukopwa lero reri pirai mune. So you are mukukopwa kuri balono ule iri pidi live blow. So kutua yapo bali kweno ku.
So I use my voice, I'll be so fucking rude. But they always win, but I know I'll lose. And I sing a song that'd be just stars, but I sang them all. It's got to be ndimfumu imbine tenkama erombaki ageni chaile mungu tikiande mama we ninkumbusha bayawe amo mawe chaka ekunu maye ase
apaga tapa ewunda kulaka tapa olowaga tapa onde akagona katapa emfwanga batani muteni donkaimidonali muteni tejusu nolika mupeni lisano lyashala mucheni tikongwani kemonde bapele tikongwani bontina madapa kunonani Hey guy, Alpha.
ndimfumu imbine tenkama erombaki ageni chaile mungu tikiande mama we ninkumbusha bayawe amo mawe chaka ekunu maye ase
apaga tapa ewunda kulaka tapa olowaga tapa onde akagona katapa emfwanga batani muteni donkaimidonali muteni tejusu nolika mupeni lisano lyashala mucheni tikongwani kemonde bapele tikongwani bontina madapa kunonani ambenta tionani ulete na bifu poko brai ponde na baby joksa dry ndeya pajani umbai shala muloko mune mbai
tatwali ageni ndimfumu imbine tenkama erombaki ageni chaile mungu tikiande mama we ninkumbusha bayawe amo mawe chaka ekunu maye ase
apaga tapa elowanda kulaka tapa olowaga tapa onde akagona katapa ine king devi rapa imba ndemwipusha ngefe tuwafundeko swagi kuno sebi ndemfwila ponasti sedi letiko sampeni matesi linolikulu mwana tesi kulibonsa abante saa tesi maindi yandi empire tesi kwatsamuka saka mondonga kaitwe ntube na gelo fendonga nsaukonkapo mulandu moigonga kampala usebalwani muligonga
banjitatwali ageni ndimfumu imbine tenkama erombaki ageni chaile mungu tikiande mama we ninkumbusha bayawe amo mawe chaka ekunu maye ase
apaga tapa elowanda kulaka tapa olowaga tapa onde akagona katapa
banjitatwali ageni ebondini geni abandandini cheni babapona pekonoti
apaga tapa elowanda kulaka tapa olowaga tapa onde akagona katapa
banjitatwali ageni ndimfumu imbine tenkama erombaki ageni
kacankaca ndabangasha ndalanda kalila fedyon sapati nalikasha nalikebele chitamufo nalikasha nalitemwa mana makapenta nalikasha pachitemwa iko kampele 3 years nalitasha techinkano kutasha na kalimo na vipasha wila mpala kanya na maekse nalipasha ndipa munu kalenje bauliwa mashabika maiki mukano stage ya lanasha ndimukalila ndanyongole pasha itawa kali upenda na lapasha ndichimbili mbili pano na lapasha kuna lenga na karia rapasha nineshimu chitapakuluta bampwisha nga ya shupa fame so tukasampwisha nalipona kale labakopa kungwisha factory ya mabazi ndakungwisha naba muchifungo sexy ngabusha tatumoneta ntafyonse lilabusha teya majestwale ya pakabusha imingala tono kuimona bukalusha njashimeni kwa matwipadikano kapindi life ni jane so wapani pakatindi eba kuwe nhambo kwa tini na katindi komechibele chitwalo kutalima za kwindi nalikosa inside out inokutuna sister I doubt Ngisa 9 months for the result Maliba pe corrupt I don't insult Nalikosa inside out pombo mbela tapabula ouch baneba baishiba don't indulge koma besa mukupapa pya marries out kompona kalimona bana photocopia mbashanga victim wa xenophobia rappe follow mwebe kwa chilero papya kapondo na smile I've never been happier nshifyala bati na bana bampundu shilolela masuku muchimuti cha mpundu shimishetiri tonse bati njina katundu I'm ever ready kuya imolo vundu rapa na machiki kwa chiwa kuchinsari twala musamuna nolo ni kuchinsari tetya mpala mena poni finshari mbone kafe simpo bachi kuchisari nine komando ni bapala military patali ineta bampala liwikali bepushe na pakuta mpana limukali naliba chila bali kutali njashimeni koma KBW New man
Remember where you got from. Sound your music promise. Don't see old.
Dagako
Fresh.
Ndikapondo sana ine nalipita mufingine sana ine banandi balishokwesha kama gelo nalina kanokwesha ndikapondo sana ine nalipita mufingine sana ine banandi balishokwesha kama gelo nalina kanokwesha umuntu muno bebati kumbali ala kwamba umuntu mwenda nankwe bati ala kusetinga umuntu muno bebati kumbali ala kwamba umuntu mwenda nankwe bati ala kusetinga so ine dating kuchetekele iwe 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 ushemwa bave chimo chine ifyo alanda nalyumvapo iyo binzi wapagula nalilyapo wafeste onatemedwe katwisha umutima ifyo hatobere tisha mulimbe ifyo nafirwe ndaisangene muwafyanga natemu omuntu ichichitemu ikonatemu ala mwandi chikandipaya ndaisangene muwafyanga natemu omuntu ichichitemu ikonatemu ala mwandi chikandipaya ulenje bati mwalikusana batefyo mwisabonsala fyalipalana ulenje bati mwalikusana batefyo mwisabonsala fyalipalana nalakutema batitati nkuchetekele nalakutema batitati nkuchetekele onana ala tati nkuchetekele iwe sone tati nkuchetekele iwe so ine tati nkuchetekele iwe sone tati nkuchetekele iwe
nagadia
sone tati nkuchetekele iwe
bakwamba bose musa kwaniba malaika after time chimuchini na nightmare take it or leave it my problems kayaika the beautiful and dangerous kwatini white bear oh I trusted I love that ever nandi filo ndabasha kumutima fikulu mwandi nadileko kutemweshako kuli bambi fila kokolo kubola kuli fwe bambi ndimufimfi banisendelela mpi kuli bose mbona mufe janki imisha bapofe paba malaki banesangusha musa babantu no love no more deserve no more evida takubikira na logo
so ine tati nkuchetekele iwe so ine tati nkuchetekele iwe so ine tati nkuchetekele iwe so ine tati nkuchetekele iwe
KBW New man
Remember where you got from. Sound your music promise. Don't see old.
Dagako
Fresh.
Conquer
kwesha kamagelo nalina kano kwesha ndikapondo sana ine nalipita mufingine sana ine banandi balisho kwesha kamagelo nalina kano kwesha omuntu muno bebati kumbali alakwamba omuntu mwenda nankwe bati alakusetinga omuntu muno bebati kumbali alakwamba omuntu mwenda nankwe bati alakusetinga so inetati nkuchetekele iwe 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 chimo chine ifyo walanda nalimfwapo iyo binzi wapagula nalilyapo wafeste onatemedwe katwisha umutima ifyo hatobere isha mulimbe ifyo nafirwe ndaisangene muwafyanga natemu omuntu ichichitemu ikonatemwala mwandi chikandipaya ndaisangene muwafyanga natemu omuntu ichichite mwikona temwala mwandi chikandipaya ulenje bati mwalipusana batefyo mwisabonsala fyalipalana ulenje bati mwalipusana batefyo mwisabonsala fyalipalana nala kutema bati tati nkuchetekele nala kutema bati tati nkuchetekele onana onana ala tati nkuchetekele iwe sene tati nkuchetekele iwe so inetati nkuchetekele iwe so inetati nkuchetekele iwe nagadia so inetati nkuchetekele iwe
bakwamba bose musa kwani bamalayika after time chimuchine na nightmare take it or leave it I'm a problems kayaika the beautiful and dangerous squat in the white bear oh I trust tell I love that ever nandi filo ndabasha kumutima fikulu mwandi nadileko kutemwesha kokuli bambi fila kokolo kubola kuli fwe bambi ndimufimfi balisendelela mpi kuli bose mbone mufe janki imisha bapofe paba malaki banesangusha musa babantu no love no more deserve no more every data kubekira na logo
so inetati nkuchetekele iwe so inetati nkuchetekele iwe so inetati nkuchetekele iwe so inetati nkuchetekele iwe
Remember where you come from. Some music problems don't see old.
Let's come the mix.
This is a premium from ZambianMag.com.
Bakesa, bakakurisha, bambi bakesha, ukukuwisha, batiwisakamana, tebakusunga, tebakulisha, oh no. Bakesa, bakakurisha, bambi bakesha, ukukuwisha, koma wisakamana, tebakusunga, tebakulisha, oh no. Teti wasansa mushaiwe, teti sansa mushe sonde, pengi waesha wadifirwa, Finano tumana na menso abarwani beso tusangwa nabo abarwani beso tukobwa nabo Father bless me bless my enemies bafakile ni polisi kubakazi wala kuhama kwa please remember my family pamene mudali sabe nangu kwani ushana lelo naona kuhama kwa biggest enemy wako. Sankavoka mba madariso yalipaka mwapako. Siani kuuza something, weonga tufunu nkala happy. Kosa songa chintu kumutima no no. Tetu wa sansa mushe iwe, tetu sansa mushe sonde. Pengi wa yesho bari fibo. Fino no tumana na benso. Abarwani beso tusangwa nabo. Abarwani beso tukowa nabo. Father bless me, bless my enemies. Bafakire niponi siku, wakazi wana kuwa makwa. Please remember my family, pamene mudari sabenangu. Mwadi ushana lelo, naona kuwa makwa. Father bless me, bless my enemies. Bafakire niponi siku, wakazi wana kuwa makwa. Please remember my family, pamene mudari sabenangu. Mwadi ushana lelo, naona kuwa makwa. Wakesa, wakakuwisha, bambi wakesha, ukukuwisha, bati wisakamana, teba kusunga, teba kuhisha, oh no. Wakesa, wakakuwisha, bambi wakesha, ukukuwisha, koma wisakamana, teba kusunga, teba kuhisha, oh no.
This is a premium from ZambianMark.com.
My girl, she got a gun in her hand, and she keeps one in her man. Baby girl, I know what I did. You ain't gotta run the amount, so run the amount. Baby, I say run the amount. Let me know how you really feel, so run the amount. You know I got a special spot to help you remember me. And every time you leave this spot, you know I get to see. She's bright like an electric bulb, so everybody gets to see, yeah. And every time you leave this spot, you know I get to see, yeah. But tonight you can call my phone, tonight you can call me all night long. Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast, but still baby don't die young. Say tonight you can call my phone, tonight you can call me all night long. Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast, but still baby don't die young. So tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. So different loving them in my post. Me I keep on dodging them in my post. I don't even mind your number 2. Tell me what you want, I want it too. But if you wanna go, I understand why. I could never be the number 1 guy. I don't even mind a number 2. Tell me what you want, I want it too. You know I got a special spot to help you remember me. And every time you leave this spot, you know I get to see. She's bright like an electric bulb, so everybody gets to see, yeah. And every time we leave this spot, you know I get to see, yeah. But tonight you can call my phone, tonight you can call me all night long. Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast, but still baby don't die young. Say tonight you can call my phone, tonight you can call me all night long. Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast, but still baby don't die young. So tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight you can call my phone. Tonight you can't call me all night long. Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast but still baby don't die young. Say tonight you can't call my phone. Tonight you can't call me all night long. Tonight I represent the guy with the money who live fast but still baby don't die young. So tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me. Tonight just go all the way with me, all the way with me.
Past lives couldn't ever hold me down. Lost love is sweeter when it's finally found. I got the strangest feeling. This isn't our first time around. Past lives couldn't ever come between us. Sometimes the dreamers finally wake up. Don't wake me, I'm not dreaming. Don't wake me, I'm not dreaming. Past lives couldn't ever hold me down. Lost love, sweeter when it's finally found. I got the strangest feeling. This isn't our first time around. Past lives couldn't ever come between us. Sometimes the dreamers finally wake up. Don't wake me, I'm not dreaming. Don't wake me, I'm not dreaming. Past lives couldn't ever hold me down. Lost love, sweeter when it's finally found. I got the strangest feeling. This isn't our first time around.
Ngakukuside banani banani tamwaba bwino owinine ninebo kale nzambire okula nokutya n'amadebaters tamwaba bwino mwantu muli muno nami muna lero. Madam, I call you to the podium to come and announce the results.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Ngana tuyo tufiye tu akwata ko energy. Tefo fine. Ero I felt attacked. Ero na ibukisha. Kwa chuo wachilanda apati. Most ladies are preschool teachers. Te fine. Trend women ne. You attacked me.
Imini neni bane mwachibala abakubala ba preschool teacher bali hapa.
How are we not preschool? We are no longer preschool teachers. We are early childhood teachers.
Baba bula baba chidisha kofieshi na baumfa bwino.
Early childhood. So if we early childhood turangala. Tefo fine. Kwa wakana but mango tree. Yes, mango. Aha. So kaida dachila good afternoon. Good afternoon. So to amone efyo kuba torosha abana. So to waraimba mango tree. Tefine. No what if you can say I jump tefo kutoroka. If we toroka mu class. Mango tree. Yes, mango tree. Yes, mango tree. Under the mango, I jump. Under the mango tree. Ah, we baka di school tamule toroka. Mango tree. Na wakamera man kutoroka. Mango tree. Yes, mango tree. Yes, I dance under the mango tree. I dance. Mango tree. Yes, mango tree. Yes. I jump under the mango tree. Okay. Kai kut ba teacher kubambera kwani. Wanda a teacher can be anything, but not anything can be a teacher. So thank you very much, teachers, for bringing your pupils here. We had a very fruitful day. It has been good. And we've finally come to the end of the debate. But before I announce the results, I'm challenging teachers here. I think debate should not just be a one-day thing. Ngayapo in a debate competition kwa Bakashana, we forget about it. Let it go on even in school. If they have to debate, let them debate about grade 7 or grade 8. Ngani grade 10 or grade 12, they debate so that we start improving skills. Otherwise, the skills that we've seen today, it's actually below average. Personally, I am not impressed. I will not lie. And then, even when they prepare for these competitions, as teachers and coaches, please, let's go through what they've prepared. At times, we even ask them to start debating among themselves so that we help them with the pronunciation of words. I'm sure you bear me witness that some words were not pronounced correctly. So if we can help our pupils, because the teacher's hard work is seen through the pupils before college. So as we meet next time, so we expect to see these changes. And here we don't have losers. We are only telling you that you have to do better. You have not lost, but you have to do better next time. So I'll start with the individual awards. The most courageous speaker, we have John Chibade from Nkole Mfumo. The third speaker, Monica from Milungu.
So what we're going to do for now, before we call upon the Debs to give you the awards, you can just be seated, then we'll call you. We just want to announce first.
The second speaker is Regina Kabuye from Chivas. And the first and best speaker is Mukuka Romeo from Chafwa. Then the winner, the school that is carrying the day today. On second position, BP Achan. Yanina, can't you wear to Arapunda? Naivera. On second position, we have Chafwa. And first position, we have Chiva Day Secondary School.
Thank you very much to such a wonderful announcement. And right about now, I'll call upon Madam Cecilia to call upon the director of Bakashana, Vasambide to call upon the Deb, so that the awards can be given to you deserving participants. Madam.
Okay, thank you so much everyone for staying up to this time. Without wasting much of our time, I would just like to call upon Madam Director Maclaire. Let's give her a hand.
Thank you so much, Cecilia. That's my boss, Cecilia. Observing our protocols, but Debs, please, if you would kindly grace us with your presence, sir, so that you may offer these awards to those pupils who really stood out today. Yes, please. Can I do one thing? Yes, please. Everyone. Okay. Each school.
Good afternoon. And it's been an exciting morning and afternoon. And I want to say, I think you've helped us and Mr. Tembo to think outside the box. Or we're in the box. Yeah. Because usually when we have these, there are certain schools that we say, no, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. But I think, like I said, you went to Mpika Road, brought Nkole. You went this side, you brought Chafwa, you brought Shiva and Milongo on this side. And first of all, I want to thank all the pupils that participated. You can give yourselves a round of applause. And another one for the teachers that brought you here and supported you. This is as it's supposed to be. I think the challenge is we have received it. We need to go outside the CBD, outside the central place, and expose our learners. We saw a lot of courage. Yes, even when they were given a little time, you could see that I think they were bringing out issues that I think are helping us to blend, to address the topic that was at hand, the GBV, the gender issues. I've requested from the director, I want Team Nkole to come here. Team Nkole Mfumu and your teachers, please come forward.
So much distance between us. Hit me on the floor.
Mr. Tembo,
talking like a smooth operator. Losing all control. I need that boom boom right now. Got me in the open like a drop top Chevy in a Uzi.
Congratulations for participating. Congratulations for participating. You can just pause in the middle. No, we'll give them this. Just come and stand. I want to pause with you.
Distance between our bodies. So much distance between us. Distance between our bodies. So much distance between us.
Thank you. Team Milongo. A big hand to Team Milongo. And our teacher, the matron or patron.
That's how I like my baby. Like I like my chicken. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Y'all come closer to me. So much distance between us.
Big team,
so much distance between us.
So others can kneel down.
Distance between our bodies. So much distance between us.
Thank you. Team Chafwa.
Chafwa, a hand of applause, a hand of applause for Chafwa, a hand of applause.
And their patron or matron. Congratulations. Well done. Well done.
KBW.
I'm giving music problems, don't see old.
So you can kneel down.
Fresh.
Ndikapondo sana ine dalipita mufingine kama gelo nalina kano kwesha. Ndikapondo sana ine.
A hand of applause, a hand of applause. Twatota.
Last but not the least, Team Chiba.
Team Chiba.
with the matron. A big hand to Team Chiva.
Tutoteko bane tutoteko tuomfuishe bwino banensu.
Thank you, thank you.
A hand of applause, a hand of applause, a hand of applause.
Ndaisangane muwafyangana temo muntu ichichitemo ikona temo la mwandi chikanjipaya. Ndaisangane muwafyangana temo muntu ichichitemo ikona temo la mwandi.
So we are going to move in this arena. The awards will be given starting with the third best speaker. The third best speaker is none other than Monica. Monica, come to the podium to receive your gift. Mtoteren ko mwana, mtoteren ko mwana, mtoteren ko mwana, mtoteren ko mwana.
Nagadia bakwamba bose mwisa kwa niba malaika. After time chimuchini na nightmare.
Twatotelanganshe mtoteren ko mwana mtote. It's not easy. It's not simple. Second best speaker. Thank you, sir. Second, yes. Second best speaker is none other than Regina Kavuye.
Hold on. Hold on. Why did you change my name? No.
Wamwikatano omulandu. Stand in front. Hold your gift. Take a picture with the madam and the Debs. Thank you very much. And then the best speaker, the best speaker is none other than Ramya. Hand of applause. Mtotereni umuntu. Romeo Juliet alikwisa. Pastor Romeo. Pastor Romeo. Pastor Romeo. Thank you very much. A hand of applause. A hand of applause. All right, this one goes to the most courageous. I'm sorry I jumped that. Apologies to the judges. It's very unique. Most courageous speaker is none other than John Chivale. Mutotele niko munenu imwe. Wali mfa pwet characters we. Nishalela ndo muntu kwabula no mwenso. Akwebela pofia tidilinso elo yumona. Aye. So no mapefia la chitikopota tulapunda ma schools twalapunda. Twala na fya bonse no matwala konga ma schools ayin. Ngana punda tichiba ndefu akufia bantu bali 5 yokufuma kuchiba usopo sheko ba debs. Alright, so twalamba na bankole mfumu bali 5 bese filafine waposhako ba debs wasenda kone chilambu. Endeshe ni bane konkaneni filafine mwa chenjera. You guys are clever people. Monene mfu bale moneka mono kwenda. They are looking very nice. Wapoka filafine waya wayole iposa wangu filafine akashita filafine mune step up. Okay kanshi aba wineta kuri kupoka ko kanshi ushari ayi mune elo na umfwa kanshi twala nomba kuri ba milungu ni ba milungu ni fefine ba milungu kamuisa bali 5 bane aba barabe iseni filafine abali 5 konkane ni filafine endesheni bane bale fwa kwa fya bali 5 bane aba chistako participate bala mukupela kuntanshi konkane kabye nakuyeni bane akuyeni ngatwakwana 5 kuposha kwa feva debs munyaye akakwateka last yaka mune kwena sorry waposha kwa feva debs na eneo ni omutendo iwa kwa Paulo katukonkanyepo ndefu afya ma participants bana bacho papane wae baraba chipimbe tarefu kwa papane ebo ndefu anomba chafwa Romeo wika dide chiari mo Juliet taliko kuno mune kuti mwayamba kwa filafine bane tantameni kanshi bachafwa kuti mwaisa befino fo mwapoka na wadi eno madam kuti mwaisa pokera kwa bana wadi kulu kwa kanshi de ken memini ni apa pene balumbeni aha twatashanga nshi awe Romyo nombaisa atichi no nene chilombelo muchele te papa le rwako pona na ba debs taishiwe no kushbataka bakumanya apo te papa bakumanya kanshi filafine bachiwe fine muneisa ekupoka na wadaini mupoke ne chilambu musana ba madamu mukonka ne fie kanshi nga wachipoka ko pali ba best fimo te chakweshana kuisa mukupoka ko iwe upitidile fie wiso tuposhe mimi ni yokwai aha isopityoku mafika nimbona kwati ninkwata ati nakulira munsoni namafi atini ndafuwayo kutemwa awe hapo mkwai kanshi chilambuwa watotereni abantu aba it's not easy ukwisa imini na kuno nokupoke chilambu out of the 23 schools that we are in, and now we have abanenso abawinine mone nyofota kwa shala na ine basa jolo lele ni tumfwe aha mungope bwino sana aha tuwafafeta waposhi yako wa debs mwe aha apapeni opona chilalo lela na isambike pepa aha ifino mamwa chitabwino efi natashanga njuwajo twatwatelanga nshimkwai kashpaikon kashtana rapera fa Madam Claire valaikalika va Debs Rafine.
Thank you so much. Let us all stand in appreciation while the Debs takes his seat and rest just for the closing remarks and prayer. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Can I go ahead? Can I go ahead? You may sit down, please. Thank you.
Master of ceremony, our judges, the organizers, the board members, our patrons and matrons from the schools, boys and girls, good afternoon. Indeed, what has happened today is something that I think as education we are cherishing, this partnership. We want to thank you for extending this invitation to us, and I think it will go into our records, and we will look forward to these events because we have been told they'll be there for the next 3 years. So they'll be part of, Mr. Tembo, part of our work plan. So we'll continue to support. We want to see, like I said, I think we have helped us to look elsewhere that we can broaden these activities even to other schools so that we can build this confidence. Already I've seen a lot of great debaters and parliamentarians in this house. So Northern Province is already having a very, very big market, or maybe some nursery for our parliamentarians, our councillors. And I think the province, the district will not lack in terms of representation at civic level, at the parliamentary level. Clap for yourselves, you are great people. And thank you so much. Office will continue to collaborate with Bakashana because what we are doing is part of what we are also supposed to be doing. For the teachers, please, I think the guidance from our judges, I was saying the other maybe 2-3 weeks, we are celebrating the Tourism Week. Then I think another 2 weeks, we had the similar activities sponsored by Natwampane at Kasama Girls. So these exposures are very important for you to be assertive. Especially, I'm particularly interested with the topics that we have discussed around the gender issues. And even as we've been guided, I was challenged, I've just remembered, yes, we have, first of all, the public library, just after Kasama Towers. But we also have 2 other libraries that you can access at our National Assembly offices. The Lukasha, if you know where the National Assembly office is, there is a public library where you can get actually most of these questions, the topics, and also our Kasama Central. There's also the parliamentary office. There's a library that is open. Actually, they were complaining that very few people access that library. Take this information and share with your friends. We have now 3, at least, public libraries, apart from what we have in our schools. We have a library, Lukasha Parliamentary Office, Kasama Parliamentary Office, and the public library. Very soon, we will going to have an e-library, maybe that you're going to have with support from Ministry of Education. It will be Mr. Tembo. It's a library. So a center of knowledge. You can use internet actually to study and research, do a lot of research. The district receiving computers, support from, I think it's a ministry that is bringing those. We'll put it at Tuna. There are some rooms that we are going to create. teachers and pupils and the general public can access to do your research. Our teachers that are studying, the pupils that are having such activities, you can come and research and get more information. So I think in the next 1 or 2 weeks, that library may be functional. We are receiving the computers and it will be connected to the internet. Thank you so much. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was our wonderful Debs giving his closing remarks. For now, Madam.
Thank you very much, BMC, for all of the work today. Our deep gratitude, as we've said, to Debs and Mr. Tembo. Thank you. I know you're very busy people with a lot of work to do, so to take your whole Saturday for us, it means more than you know. Our board members, coaches, and staff who are always putting so much energy into these events. And again, the teachers who took their Saturday also to escort the youth. Youth, you've impressed me today. I won't talk about myself too much, but as I told you when I came to Nkole Mfumu last week, it's the community which first kept me in 2008, where I stayed for 2 years. And now Chafwa, you're my home school, where I stay now in Lukupa. It's not nepotism because I didn't pick which schools would participate, but I think I'm really encouraged because while we all have access to education, I think it's fair to say that there are different challenges that we have in rural areas. And so the way that you coming from these rural schools showed up today with confidence and debated these issues has really inspired us. So thank you for making it. I know it's the beginning of something wonderful. As we've debated issues about gender inequality today, I wanted to call back on one of the last speakers who said that we should work on holding hands over this issue. It's not an issue. Debate is healthy, and there's a lot to talk about. It's a hot topic. I think we can all acknowledge that each of the genders, male and female, have their own strengths, and that as a society, we'll benefit the most when everyone is given a chance to bring those strengths to the table. So, Chiba, ladies, you gave me that feeling today. And you've really motivated our work. And all of our male debaters, as well as all of our male coaches, our male board members, thank you for being allies in this pursuit, because thank you for seeing all that women have to offer and all that girls have to offer. It's not a competition, it's harmony. And I know with the way that you've come together today to talk about these issues, the future looks bright and we can get there and do our best together. So, without taking too much time, we look forward to the next debate, and we'll also be having some different kinds of competitions with these school clubs. There'll be poetry and drama and dance as well to keep it interesting. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, I also, lastly, I think a good leader is willing to admit when they've made a mistake. And so, Bachafwa, I have to submit to you my apology because I'm the one who drew this program. And I realize it really took you off guard to, in the final hour, be switched from opposing to proposing. So forgive me for that. I'll take that responsibility for that one. And we'll continue improving. All of us are learning as we go along. So thank you for being part of our learning journey. Thank you for being with us today. Housekeeping-wise, I think we can go and see Bob Kennedy once we leave here, who can help make sure that we have the arrangements needed to get home. And by MC, that's all I have. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And that was Madam Claire with that wonderful closing remark. Right about now, I'm going to ask you to stand so that I pray, so that we can go. And don't forget, I always want to remind everyone, we are live on Lono TV on Facebook. So if you want to revisit these moments, you can just go there. I'm sure memories will be there. They'll save it somewhere, and you relive these moments, and you remember where you're making mistakes, where you need improvements, and where you think you need more to do. As teachers also, we are encouraged to see that we search for that channel so that we can learn one or two things where we need our teams to improve in. Thank you very much. Let us just pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you, want to say thank you. It's not by our mighty or power that we are standing today in this accord, Father. A lot of us have lost our lives, but indeed you've kept us for a certain purpose. We pray that as we debate these motions, let's learn from one another and increase in knowledge. We say we want to humble ourselves. We want you to increase in us, so that as if when we move out of this place, Jehovah, Lord, let us be separated by the body and not the spirit. For we know that we have come in one accord. We are coming from the same club. We are having the same God, the same vision, and let us stick to that vision. Father, we pray that indeed even the Debs who spared this day, and Mr. Tembo, who's the one to escort him, who came to see that indeed these programs are going according to their alignment and their syllabuses. Father, we pray that they might remember this organization and remember their children as they are planning in their budgeting. Father, we say thank you because you're worthy to be thanked, you're worthy to be praised. We commemorate your name, we say let the blessings be unto you, for we know that without you we can never be what we are today. We bless your name, for it is worthy to be blessed. We say as we move around, Father, be with us and be the first step. As we talk, be the first one to speak. Through your Son Jesus Christ, we pray with thanks in our hearts as we say amen. Thank you very much. So we'll remain standing as the Debs walks outside, and then others will follow through.
Nobody kwenzebe somunileke ngokwelebo angono chabe unisire ngokwelebo angono chabe nakulila musabiro baje nobody untandiza kunchoza mabuto nobody awe mafuno konda mafuno konda suziba kwena chokonda nakula na babuto